Most popular Mexican foods and recipes Part 2 by Angel Nightingale. Number 1. Chili en nogada. This dish comes from a very old tradition. It is made with a full poblano pepper stuffed with picadillo, a mixture of grounded meat, fruits, and spices, topped with a walnut-based cream sauce, and decorated with pomegranate seeds and celery. From the city of Puebla, the colors resemble the Mexican flag. Ingredients: 10 poblano peppers roasted. For the filling: a quarter-pound ground beef, a quarter-pound ground pork, 1 cup tomato sauce, 1 white onion, 5 cloves garlic, a quarter of a teaspoon ground cinnamon, 3 black peppercorns, a quarter of a teaspoon ground cloves, half a teaspoon dry thyme, 1 teaspoon salt, 1 teaspoon sugar, a half large apples, a half pear, 1 peach, a half ripe plantains, a quarter cup raisins, 1 teaspoon olive oil. For the salsa de nogada: 2 cups walnuts, a half cup milk, 3 ounces goat cheese, 1 tablespoon sugar, to taste salt. Decoration: parsley, pomegranate seeds. Directions: share. Chilies en nogada is a Mexican dish traditionally made with poblano chilies filled with picadillo, fresh fruit salsa, and topped with salsa de nogada, walnut cream sauce, pomegranate seeds, and parsley. This dish is also unique in this it is often served at room temperature instead of hot. It often contains meat stewed with cinnamon and sometimes apples. How to make salsa de nogada. Start by putting the almonds or walnuts in hot water for about 20 minutes. This is so that it is easier to remove the skins, resulting in a white salsa. Once you have removed the skins, put the almonds or walnuts in cool water for 15 more minutes. Add the almonds or walnuts to the rest of the salsa ingredients and blend until smooth. Set aside. How to make the filling. Start by sauteing half of the onion, the peppercorns, and the garlic in a frying pan with the olive oil for a couple of minutes. Next, add the above to a blender with the tomato sauce, the thyme, and the cloves and blend until smooth. In the same pan where you sauteed the onions and garlic, add the rest of the onion, the ground meat, and the salt and cook until the meat is cooked through. Add the fruits and cook for an additional 5 minutes. Add the cinnamon and sugar, stir, and cook for 3 more minutes over medium-low heat. Add the tomato sauce mixture from above and let simmer until almost all of the liquid has evaporated. Remember that the meat shouldn't be dry, but it shouldn't have too much liquid either, because that will make it harder to fill the poblano peppers later. How to make the chiles rellenos. Once the meat and salsa are ready, add some of the filling to each cleaned and prepared poblano pepper. In order to do this, cut an opening right down the middle. You can also use toothpicks to close it back up if you desire. Number 2. Alegría de Amaranto. Mexican popped amaranth hard candy comes as a bar with various toppings, for example, dried fruit, chocolate, raisins, nuts, etc. This candy is made from amaranth seeds mixed with honey. It is originally from Mexico City, and since the 16th century, it has been known by the name Alegría, which means joy. Ingredients: 100 gr amaranth seed, 3 light brown small piloncillo bars, 1 tablespoon honey, 2 tablespoon water. Directions: share. Amaranth, although not very popular in America, is very popular in Mexico and has been cultivated for more than 8,000 years. This recipe isn't easy to make, but be careful while you are popping the amaranth, because it burns very easily and can splatter. Once you have the seeds popped, you will mix it with piloncillo and honey and form it into bars, which are not only a tasty treat but pack a nutritional punch. Makes a 30 x 20h tray. How to make Alegría de Amaranto. First, pop up the amaranth seeds. Heat a pan with a glass lid, Try first with a few seeds to see if the pan has the right temperature. Remember, the seeds burn quite easily, that is why I suggest to use a glass lid, so you can see when the seeds stop popping. Do it in small batches, I did 1 tablespoon at a time. Put the popped amaranth in a separate bowl and reserve. Break all the Pilon-Solo bars and place them in the same pan where you popped the amaranth. Add the honey and water and heat until everything has dissolved. Let the syrup to cool down for 5 minutes. Add the popped amaranth into the syrup and stir vigorously until all the seeds are covered with the syrup. Place the amaranth on a pre-oiled tray. I just rubbed a tiny bit of rapeseed oil to avoid the amaranth bars to stick to the tray. Press the amaranth with a rolling pin and let it cool for a few hours. Cut them with a sharp knife in different shapes. Tips: you can add pumpkin seeds, almonds, raisins, or any other nuts you like. Number 3. Pescado Zarandeado. This is a very popular dish from the Mexican coasts, and it's a pre-Hispanic delight. Zarandear is a term that means moving or shaking a lot. The meat was originally roasted on a mangrove wood grill called zaranda, but now a metal grill is used. It is prepared by seasoning the fish with lemon and chili sauce, then smoking it with mangrove wood. Ingredients: 1 5-pound red snapper, 6 guajillo chilies, a half white onion, 2 garlic cloves, 1 tablespoon fresh Mexican oregano, a 1/4 teaspoon salt, a half 3/4 cup water, 1 tablespoon canola oil, 4 tablespoons butter, salt. Directions: share. Pescado Zarandeado is a fish dish, typically snapper, that is heavily marinated in chili and spices, and then slowly smoked in a special grill called a mesquite, while being continually basted with the marinade. It is often sold plain as a street food or in nicer restaurants with rice and / or beans, or sometimes on a salad with a simple lime dressing. How to make pescado zarandeado. Divine and deseed the guajillo chilies and submerge them in a large pot of boiling water. Turn off the heat and let the chilies soak for 20 minutes until they are thoroughly rehydrated. Then drain the chilies and discard the water. In a blender, add the drained chilies, garlic, onion, oregano, salt and enough water, a /3/4 cup, to blend well into a smooth puree. Heat the oil in a deep saucepan over medium heat, then add the chili puree and cook until the color deepens and the chili coats the back of a spoon, about 6 minutes. Clean the red snapper and butterfly it. Salt both sides and then coat with the chili paste. Set aside in the refrigerator. Prepare the mesquite fire until it turns to charcoal and burns red. The heat level should be medium. If you hold your hand, be very careful, 4 inches above the coals, you will be able to keep it there for only 4 seconds. Use a grilling basket to hold the fish and place it, skin down, on the fire. Cook for about 3 minutes, then turn it over and baste with the remaining chili. Cook for another 3 minutes, turn and baste again. The chili, as it roasts on the fire, will become a shimmering deep, dark red and a bit crisped. When the fish is cooked, brush with butter and carefully peel it away from the grilling basket. Serve immediately with thinly sliced iceberg lettuce, tomato, and avocado that has been sprinkled generously with an emulsion made of olive oil, Mexican lime juice, vinegar, and salt. Hope you try some of these delicious recipes. Enjoy! Have a beautiful day to each and everyone.